All right. It's a wee bit chilly on this Thursday morning. So no Leaf stuff. I do have my coffee. So I do represent the Toronto Maple Leafs. Got my son there. Toronto wins. They end New Jersey's 13-game winning streak in a controversial fashion. Other than the first New Jersey goal, where you're like, okay, could go either way. The other two, like, come on. So Leafs win 2-1, and there's a few stories from the night. One, obviously the hat trick no goals for the Devils. But we also have to talk about John Tavares and Mitch Marner. Tavares scores again. Marner's point streak continues. Holmberg scores his first National Hockey League goal. Sandin grabs the puck and ends up being the eventual game winner. We have to admit that other than that first little, 5-7 minute spurt in the first period, New Jersey outplayed Toronto. What was it? Toronto had 10 shots in the first period and 10 shots the second and third combined. New Jersey was all over them. Though Toronto did get some chances. Vanacek played really well. I saw people on Twitter talk about how could Washington let him go. Remember, they let go Samsonov as well. But they both, Vanacek had a good first 20 games, then faltered. Samsonov won a bunch of games, but was under 900 save percentage. Okay, and Darcy Kemper was available, and they're like, we're going to take the Stanley Cup winner. All right. Benefits New Jersey, benefits Toronto. However, he was outshined. I'm going to go with that one. By Matt Murray. Matt Murray played phenomenal. I think it was like a 971 save percentage or something like that tonight, or last night. It's up 34 of 35, close to that range. And he made some stellar saves when Toronto had their defensive lapses, because they do, and because Jordy Ben got hurt and Mark Giordano had to play almost 25 minutes. Sandin was playing Riley minutes at the beginning. Liljegren was on the ice a bunch. Hall was doing his thing at the end, blocking. You've got Crawl back there where you're like, okay, how do we put him in these situations? We just got to get him out on the ice when we can. So Murray had to stand on his head, and he did, and he has since coming back from injury. And you're looking at it, and you're like, wow, okay, 25% retained, plus a third, and Matt Murray's going to play like this. I know it's a small window, a small gap in the season. He hasn't played many games, but the games he's played, you can't go wrong with that. He's playing great. Samsonov, when he was playing, he was phenomenal as well. So it's not the Leafs goaltending, and the goaltending saved them tonight, because New Jersey was all over them. They were the faster team. Seeing Hughes and Bratt and Hischier out there, it's not just like north-south, it's east-west. They're all over. And then it's kind of like in football, like soccer. You see the Dougie Hamilton goal. They just fill in those gaps, and they activate the defense, and their forwards are defensively responsible, and it just looks really, really good. Unfortunately for them, they broke the rules when trying to score goals. And before we even get into those, New Jersey Devils fans, that was disgraceful. If the Leafs fans did that, I would say that is disgraceful. If any fan base did, disgraceful. You're throwing rubbish on the ice. There's beer cans and all this out. Bloody, who was it? Hollis said he got hit in the face by a bloody chicken finger. You're hitting your own teammates. I get it. You're upset. But the Leafs don't control it. The Devils don't control it. At that point, the referees don't even control it. Toronto doesn't control it. It's the NHL that is, studio is in Toronto. Also, you broke the rules. First one, okay. Maybe not, right? I could have gone either way, and I was, at my point, I'm like, I don't think it's a goal. because his skate is there, and when Murray tries to push, he couldn't get out, and then that impacted when the puck came in like a half a second later. But okay, it wasn't much, so I said it could go either way. Fair, you could be upset on that one, sure, but you have to understand why it was called no goal. Skate on skate. He's in the blue paint. The second goal, when you were booing like crazy, that could have been interference against the goaltender. If it was an actual on-ice player, a different player, a defender, a forward, that's still probably interference. Murray got rid of the puck, skated a few strides, and you made contact with him, which made him fall. And your guy shot into the net. Murray almost saved that, by the way. That is actually a penalty. Instead, they didn't call it a penalty. They just called it goaltender interference, incidental contact, which it is. But some of the times, majority of the times, a lot of the times, interference is, incidental. Definitely no goal. The third one, it's a full-on kick. Now, speaking to my dad this morning, he didn't get to watch the game, saw the highlight, and he goes, why isn't that a goal, though? Because it hit off the Leafs player and in. How did it get there? Oh, you kicked the puck towards the net. Okay? If it hits off a Leaf, if it hits off the skate of Murray, doesn't matter. It's no goal. It's the same as if the puck was fluttering in the air and I batted it with my hand and it hit someone in front of the net and went in. That's going to be no goal because it's a rule. So I don't understand why everyone was up in arms about controversy. No controversy. I get headlines through Twitter, sports, and all that stuff like Leafs win, controversial game. No, Leafs just win a game that they shouldn't have because Matt Murray was spectacular, and they have a 40-year-old defenseman playing 25 minutes a night, and somehow they get stuff done. Oh, by the way, New Jersey had, let's say, one mistake, because we're going to call it one mistake. New Jersey had one mistake that led to the game-winning goal, and Holmberg, who Vanacek definitely thought he was going to come across. I thought, he's either going to go high blocker or come across and go to the backhand and say just shovels it 5-hole. That mistake in New Jersey's own zone, that's what cost them. Plus Matt Murray being spectacular. And Justin Hall doing his Justin Hall thing where he blocks the shot, those slap shots, when there's less than 2 minutes, or on the penalty kill, or 6-on-5, because that's how Justin Hall plays. He plays phenomenal when they're shorthanded, because he doesn't have to carry the puck. He just gets to shoot it in. Yeah, so the fan base for New Jersey, that's the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway. It's not even like, wow, New Jersey went on this amazing streak. It's more of a, wow, you went on this amazing streak, and your fans have become a bit of an embarrassment for that. It's not the same thing, but when my wife's from the UK, we're there for the Euro final. We weren't in the building in London, but the English fans rioting and stuff after, that kind of stuff, disgusting. It leaves a sour taste on an amazing effort by England. Here, obviously not to the extent of what happened in the UK, it just leaves a sour taste on this streak, because this is what people are going to remember, when they should remember they went on this spectacular streak. New Jersey has arrived. They have all 4 lines rolling. They've got some amazing young pieces. Brad and Heischer and Hughes. Well, Brad definitely. Contracts are bloody steals. Got some young guys coming in as well. And they should also remember that the streak was broken by the Toronto Maple Leafs, led by Matt Murray, who I said, Matt Murray, I did a video, 10 reasons why Matt Murray is going to lead the Leafs to a Stanley Cup, and I'm still for it. He might be a backup in it, but he's still going to lead them in some way. Anyway, I thought the Leafs played a great game, as in not like a great structured game. I mean a great game of survival. My friends and I, we have a little group chat, and we were messaging during the tail end of the game. We're like, there is no way Toronto wins this game. That's when they're up 2-0. There is no way, right? If New Jersey scores a goal, it's going to be boom, boom, boom. And they just went in pure survival mode. I linked it to Castaway, right? However, not he wasn't Tom Hanks. They weren't Tom Hanks. I figured they were like the Ball Wilson, right? Oh, we're almost there. Oh, we're going to get saved. And then just float away and get lost at sea. And at sea was just the barrage the New Jersey Devils were bringing. Big saves, big blocks, good clears, and lucky bounces. I'm going to say lucky bounce for New Jersey, because that puck that Giordano shot down the ice, that's normally like inside the post and in, and that just boom missed. I'm like, oh yeah, it's inevitable. But unlike Thanos, Toronto, like the Avengers beat Thanos, just like Toronto beat New Jersey here. So yeah, what a anxiety-riddled game. And I already had enough anxiety throughout the day, because I watched Team Canada play against Belgium, and at many times I forgot to breathe, and it was a roller coaster of emotion. I was on a high for so long, and then Belgium lulled me a bit to sleep, obviously lulled Canada to sleep. That long ball, was it Bishuai? Even he said they were lucky to win. Toronto, maybe lucky to win tonight, but it feels good. Like the high anxiety stuff, like when I was watching it, I had to message the guys, because I was like, this is amazing. I both love this and hate it, because I'm just like shaking. I'm like, breathe, okay, come on Toronto, what are you gonna do? And you're watching bug-eyed, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? You're nitpicking everything. You're just like, just survive. And then when they do, it's just a big like weight lifted off you. It's gonna be a great morning. Got my coffee on my way to work, and I get to say Toronto ended New Jersey's, I think, 13-game win streak. Oh yes, feels good. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on Ben's injury, your thoughts on the Timmins trade. I thought it was a good trade. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Young guy, 24, former Sioux Greyhounds, of course. But you know what? He had a lot of upside. Let's see what he can do with Toronto, with the best doctors, medical team, physiotherapists, etc. the league can buy. So here we go. Another defenseman injured. I guess we'll find out today how long. Leafs win 2-1 over the New Jersey Devils. Go Leafs. Go.